What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Same Difference podcast.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, friends. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Great.
Wonderful. I am tired. I'm running on fumes, but I'm just kind of on a high coming off of a really fun weekend, a really successful work event last night. And I have a cute little lunch date today. The weather's beautiful. So I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for asking.
All right. Well, tell me about this past week.
This past week, I just been busy with work. Y'all know I've been spending all of my time on TikTok. So that's doing really well with orders and me putting some things in place to move, and that's really it. I don't really do much else besides work and plan to move. That's about it.
And how is moving planning going?
It's going wonderful. It's going great.
You have an ETA or an estimated date of arrival, an EDA?
I have an EDA, an estimated, EDT, estimated departure time.
I said estimated date of arrival, EDA to where you're going.
I'll tell you, friend, later, but I'm not really sharing that just yet. Just like the city that I'm going to, I'm not really sharing. Just some details. I just want to play a little close to the vest for right now.
Got you.
So yeah. I want to know about your weekend because I saw some things. I saw some really cute things, and I'd like to know more about them.
Oh, like what?
Oh, you were really giving a slay, honey. She was giving a look, a moment, a vision. Okay?
I mean, I have to say, you could have hung me in the MoMA, you know?
Okay.
Because I felt like I looked like a work of art from head to toe. Even
I would agree.
But that's, when you go to New York and you have an event, you got to turn a look. And that's what I did. So I went to the lady said it's pronounced Veuve, like love. So I went to the Veuve Clicquot Polo Classic, which is, a polo match. It's out in Liberty Park in between New Jersey and New York. But it's, an outdoor event. You put on your garden party chic outfit and you put your little fascinator on or your little headpiece, whatever you choose to wear to show that you're at a polo match, and you drink expensive champagne. And so, we, had some champs and had our little outfits on and, bounced around the area, looked at the polo match, bumped into some friends, and,
Is that what they call it when you got a certain type of money? Some champs?
Some champs.
Okay. I never heard that, child.
So my friend in Minnesota, her name is Selena. See, this is not going to work for me, and I don't know why my computer. Are you hearing the dings?
I'm hearing the dings. We're hearing the dings.
I don't know why it's dinging like that.
Are you getting text messages or?
Yes, I am, but my laptop just all of a sudden decided that we're going to sync with your phone, and I don't know. I didn't turn that on to do.
Did you update your computer recently?
I haven't updated it in like a month.
Well, I do know Apple has some, not that this has anything to do with your dinging going on, but I don't know if you heard about the Apple updates, the new updates they're putting out. I don't know if it's on there now or like it's coming. But one of the features that I'm really excited about is if you FaceTime somebody, I like a FaceTime. I'd rather FaceTime than be on
like a FaceTime voicemail.
Yes. Isn't that the cutest thing ever?
No, because I don't want nobody sending that shit to me when I don't answer. I don't need no face mail.
I'd rather a FaceTime voicemail than a regular voicemail. Like, I feel like a regular voicemail is so 1995. Nobody's doing that nobody's leaving me a voicemail except for my daddy. Like,
my grandma left me a voicemail last night. I got to call her back.
Yeah, like I'm a FaceTime kind of girl, so I'm really excited about that. I'm trying to
Mhm.
think. Oh, another thing they said that they were updating was now when you're texting is not going to change um FUCKING to ducking.
Oh, it's just gonna be fucking
Mm-hmm.
good
Mm-hmm.
and stop.
I don't know if somebody said, which I hope they do this too. When you put OMW on my way, I don't want it to change to on my way with the exclamation point because I'm really not that excited. Um, but yeah.
That's funny. And when I say nigga, don't spell it KNIGGEs. Okay,
Or change it to bigs.
yeah, because I put it. I know what letters I put in. So thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Tim.
I also see they got this headpiece, visor,
I saw.
goggles, glasses type of situation, and you change the things with your eyes. Technology's starting to get a little scary.
Yeah, I have no interest in wearing a headset that's going to transport me. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's becoming a real life episode of Black Mirror. I'm not interested in that part. I don't want to do.
And I didn't
Like
watch
I
any
just
of
feel like that whole virtual reality, like you know how people hack computers. What happens if somebody hacks it while it's on you, and then it do something weird to your brain, and then you start having nightmares? I
Yeah,
just don't.
I don't want
I'm
any.
a,
I don't want any parts of that.
yeah, I pass on that one.
But okay, I fixed it. So the messages are coming through, but it's not going to ding. So
Okay.
it won't be it won't show up. You know, it's
Oh,
always when
speaking
I'm
of
cooking, my phone wants to ping. When I'm not doing anything, the shit's just it's quiet, it's dry, it's
well,
crazy.
I was wondering, was it a text message with somebody's son trying to get your attention or something?
It might have been.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. All right. Okay.
But back to the story about Champs. My friend in Minnesota, we were neighbors, but she's like one of my besties. She would always be like, "You want to get together? I'll bring some Champs," and it just kind of stuck with me. So,
Okay, girl.
some people call it bubbles too. Like, oh, I just really want to play bubbles. So, but yeah, it was a really fun weekend in New York. I love it there so much. My friend, she was recently on the Master Chef. She was a contestant. And so she got to catch up with some of her other friends that were contestants. So it was actually nice to meet all of them and, just kind of hear about the experience. And yeah, it was a lovely, lovely weekend.
Is that show airing right now?
It is airing right now on Wednesdays.
Okay.
On Foxx at 8/7 Central.
Okay.
So her episode aired last Wednesday. Yeah, last Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't have to ask if you'll be watching.
She got eliminated, so I'm not.
Already?
Over
sucks.
Yeah, over something really stupid too. Like they could have let her just keep going, but TV is TV. So there's a lot that kind of. I think if it was really just a cooking show and if it was about the skill and how good the food is, they could have let her through. But she made a steak with a peppercorn sauce, and she didn't grind up the peppercorn, and so they dinged her for not grinding down the peppercorn. She had it like whole. But
that sounds good.
It's not a peppercorn sauce if the pepper's all grinded up. Like come on, make it make sense. So yeah, but that is just the beginning for her. I've been telling her forever, like, you are a talented cook. Like, it's more than you just putting, getting in the kitchen and making something. Like the presentation, the things that she likes to try, the different pairing. Like she gets it, and so I'm really.
So is this like the dishes that they had to cook, like the peppercorn with this peppercorn sauce with the steak? Is that something that they asked her to make, or they get to pick what they cook?
They get to pick what they cook.
Okay.
And so that's what she chose. And it was very nice. It was like, I mean, she's going to her house and kicking it with her is always a very nice culinary experience, even when you just eating some little shit. So I'm really excited to see what comes of this. So yeah, it was a great trip. And, to the listeners, y'all know how much I love New York. That is my motherfucking city. It just, I get off the plane, I breathe in that nasty fucking air, and I'm just energized. I'm ready. Injected into my fucking veins, you guys, with my boots. Oh, I love New York.
Yeah, that's the thing that make me not even. There's no appeal to New York to me. Like that stinky air, I'm a pass. The dirty streets, it's a no. The overcrowdedness, no thanks.
It was not bad where we were at. We stayed in the Lower East Side this time
No clue what
around.
that means.
Okay. And then the last time I was there, I was in Battery Park, which is like the financial district. And that was pretty busy. That's a lot busier because, Wall Street and all that shit is over there. So people that are in the office still are going. And, it was great.
Did you go to like the New York office for work while you were there? No.
This was a trip, and I took true. Well, I'm lying because I didn't take true PTO because I was answering emails on Friday. I have not been on a vacation and actually logged off and not looked at my phone or my computer since I started this job. Luckily, I can work from anywhere. And
so does that mean that when you were in Italy that you were also answering emails?
Oh no, I let them know that's not going to happen.
Okay.
That won't be happening. Sorry. I'm out of the country. I'm on the Amalfi Coast about to jump off a cliff. I'm not answering no fucking emails. Sorry. It's just a time right now where I have to be super dedicated to my job. Like I mentioned, a work dinner I had yesterday. It was supposed to be 15 representatives from my company, but everybody left. So it was only 3 of us. Because the Chicago office is only 3 of us. And then we had a handful of people come in from New York, but I had to pretty much host like 10 people by myself at a dinner.
Oh, wow.
Now, 1 year ago, I would have been shitting bricks. Like, excuse me? I don't what do you want me to do what? But this lunch or this dinner was really, really good. I loved the people that I got to know. They all work out of California. I've been invited to San Francisco. To do some wine tasting. Yeah, like it, and I'm hopeful that the dinner. They were like, oh my God, Pascha, she's the bomb. We love her. Like it was a success yesterday. So, I'm probably going to be making my way to San Francisco before the end of the summer. And yeah, it was great. Saw some Black people. It was
that's always a vibe.
Yeah, it was some Black men's too. One of them was older, handsome older man. He's married. The other 2, with no ring on. One of them looked a little young though. Yeah, so I'm like, Like when I was looking at his little outfit, I'm like, yeah, you young. You done walked up in here with your little Cartier frames on and shit. You want everybody.
Oh gosh.
Cool. I mean, so it was nice. They were like, we didn't get to speak to you at the happy hour. We glad we got to see you for the afties. And I'm like, yeah, no, bitch about to go. But it's nice to meet y'all. Nice to meet y'all. Okay. So it was great. It was good. Like I'm just, this is my life right now. Like the last thing I wanted to do yesterday is, but I had to, because I'm tired. Like my voice is,
You are a trip, Pascha.
Girl, because you have to be on.
Yeah.
And, I get anxious. I don't always, I don't want to. I can sit with 10 of my friends and hold court and have a lovely dinner and kind of, but the conversation goes between business. It goes between pleasure. It's all encompassing. And if they want to kick it after dinner and do happy or, do drinks or after hours, like you got to do it. You have to satisfy the client. Now, in this instance, they took me out, which was really nice. So I didn't have to like foot the bill or anything. Like, yeah, so they took me out this time around, which was really nice. So I wasn't in charge of really anything. Excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
I was doing so good the entire spring. June has hit. The sun has come out and things are really starting to bloom. And my allergies are trying to take me out the game.
I don't have allergies.
How does it feel to be God's favorite?
Like heaven.
Because no.
See, y'all see my shirt? Let me show y'all my shirt.
Cute. I like it.
I don't know if it's backwards, but God don't care about me.
Mine says, this is my Get Money shirt.
Period.
Because that's where I'm at right now.
Well, friend, it sounds like you're burning the candle at both ends. So we're not gonna, me and the listeners, we won't keep you too long, but we all did enjoy, because I was reposting some stuff to the page from your personal page and your story. We were enjoying watching you have time.
What was they saying? And what was they saying?
That's a vision, a look, serve, slay. Yes, Pascha. Outside per usual. Mm-hmm.
Not per usual. Don't do me like that, y'all. Come on now.
I said that part.
I have been outside, man. I have given up on being like, no, I'm staying in. No, it's all motion 2023, really. And I say that because
Period. Okay, friend. All motion. Yes.
Yeah. I stole that from my brother. Because he's been doing a lot of different things, and he was like, "Man, all motion 2023," and I'm like,
I know that's right.
I like that, broski. Excuse me.
That's right.
You know, he's like way cooler than me, so he definitely stole it.
The only other eventful thing, it is so hot in here because I got the doors closed because I didn't want to echo. Let me turn this fan on. Y'all don't look at my boot.
Yes, everyone, let's look.
Okay. The other eventful, irritating thing, well, I guess the only excitement to my life since the last podcast was TikTok banned me.
What?
They banned me from going live for a week.
Why?
Cause girl, they trying to be like their evil stepsister Instagram and just ban people for stupid stuff. I don't know. I wasn't like saying anything bad or anything, but I guess they have this thing that if you sell like if you have your business on like the TikTok shop, you can't say certain things. Like you can't tell people to go to your website because they want the people to shop through their TikTok shop so they get a cut of the money. Little stuff like that. So if anybody's listening, you follow me on TikTok, I'll be able to go back live late Monday night. So,
wow, that's weird.
It is weird. I still love it there though. Even though they got me.
I posted a TikTok.
I saw it.
Just one. It's got 700 views.
Friend, you got to be consistent. The 700 views is great.
Influencer.
Yeah. Every time you post something, like you get views. You get more views than some people who post all the time. You just have to be consistent, but you're so busy with work and tweeting that, it's hard to keep up.
That's where I be at. That's my
favorite. I know that's your favorite app.
I love Twitter. I be laughing. I know. People be funny on there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all motion 2023. So that's just what I got.
Let me tell you somebody else who got some motion. And I am just overjoyed. Like it just has my cup running over. Because it's like you see people do well and you root for them and you cheer for them. But then when you see people step into a lane that wasn't even there and they are just doing their big one, Teyana Taylor is literally changing the culture single-handedly on her own.
I love her. I love Teyana Taylor as a creative director. I'm fully enjoying this role for her. Her, when she retired from the music industry, I'm like, oh girl. But I listened to her. She did in real life. She did the podcast with Angie Martinez.
Oh, I think I saw some clips. I need to go watch that.
And I watched it. Yeah, within about a month ago.
Okay.
I watched it and I really enjoyed it. And, she really kind of, she explains, kind of how she got to where she's at and all of the stuff that she had to go through. And so to see her, Iman bought her like her own camera for her 30th birthday. So this direction that she has gone in and this pivot, if you will, that she's made has been a long time coming. So to see her step fully into being a creative director and, the girls they got to book her, this is my, I know this is my rate. She's having conversations with management teams
and that's what I was getting ready to say, because it's not Lola Brooke or Summer Walker booking her. This is the record label, the PR, the whoever booking her. So she's gonna put a good ticket on there, as she should. Because remember, we were talking about, I don't know if it was last week's episode or the week before, Summer Walker was tired of people saying that she don't give at the show. But she's like, I sing slow R&B. But Teyana Taylor came in and said, okay, but you can still give on the stage. Whole performance and production, like everybody was talking about Summer's show. She's never done anything like that. And then it was like, as soon as everybody saw that she was doing what she was doing for Summer, I saw she was doing creative direction for a Lola Brooke for
Lotto.
a Summer Jam.
Yep, and she did it for Lotto for Coachella.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know that.
And
Yes, this
then I
is
can't
like her
remember.
thing.
She directed somebody's video. I can't remember who it is.
Mm.
She directed a video too. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready for what's next. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and then she did like she's gonna be Debbie Allen on crack.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, because Debbie Allen, she was a star in her own right, and then and a
She got
dancer,
behind the camera.
and then she got behind the camera and got behind the scenes and has been doing creative direction for people forever, and I love it. I love it for her. I love a celebrity that makes a career change like Rihanna. Rihanna's probably not going to release. She ain't releasing shit. She is a billionaire beauty mogul. I love that pivot for her. Lady Gaga, Academy Award nominated actress. Love that for her. I think that shit is dope as fuck. And
Mm-hmm.
I hope Kanye and Pharrell, they owe. Well, I know that Pharrell and Teyana, he apologized to her and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
they owe her so much.
Mm-hmm.
They did not get behind her and push her the way that she deserved, and
Mm-hmm.
for her to be a grown woman, wife, and mother, and doing as well as she is now, like I hope in the back of her head she's saying "fuck y'all, fuck y'all." So
Oh yes, that just makes me so happy to see because I just really enjoy seeing people like not do what everybody else is doing and create a lane of their own and
mm-hmm,
set such a high bar that it's like can't nobody else even do this. You
mm-mm,
need me, sweetie. I am
mm-hmm.
one of one.
I'm
Big
that
girl.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that girl. I mean,
Very
even
much that girl.
when she's like, even the little outfits that she wears to the rehearsal, I'm like, bitch, you just got some shit on and you
Just
just
show
shy.
up
You just do
fly.
something. I mean, I love her. I love everything about
Mm-hmm.
Teyana Taylor, and this is
Mm-hmm.
only the beginning. It really, truly is. This is the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking of podcasts, wait a minute. I think this might have been Angie Martinez's podcast too. That MoneyBagg Yo recently did.
I watched it. I
I didn't
watched
watch
it.
it. I
It,
saw a clip.
and I know what clip you're talking about because you were
What clip
like,
I'm talking about, friend?
don't be telling people that you cheated on me and I stayed.
Nobody knew this, sir. Why are you telling everybody I'm a dummy? Why would you do that? I'm trying to give your applehead ass a second chance, and you out here telling everybody she's a dummy, she's stupid. Like what? He definitely could have kept that to himself. If I was Ari, I would have hit him upside the head after that because what?
Right.
Which
So
makes sense as to why she been on the internet talking about I don't want to get real married. I want to be spiritually married. You don't want to be embarrassed. And he
mhm.
took care of that.
Well, I did. I decided to watch the entire thing, just because I was bored and I just, I like to have stuff playing in the background. Podcasts. I'm so productive listening to podcasts. So I gave him a listen. I like MoneyBagg Yo.
I
He
do
pretty.
too.
I like his little music, and and it was actually a very insightful
Really?
interview, and he shared a lot. And I
I'm gonna
think,
have to go back and listen now,
and
friend. You be putting me on to everything. What would I do without you?
I,
You
I
added
think
Teyana
I
Taylor
think
to
you
my life.
I think you do fine, girl. You don't be doing shit, girl. I just have my little interests here and there, and I share, and I
Mm-hmm.
let people do what they will with it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was a really good. He went through a lot of trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and talked about how he cried a lot, and he had to get into therapy, and he did not like his original therapist, but Angie told him you're going to go to 2 or 3 therapists before you find the one that works for you. But
Mm-hmm.
so I guess he had 3 kids with a woman who got shot and killed.
Yeah.
And so he is a full-time single father to, I think he's got 3 daughters or 2 daughters and a son. And then I think a good friend of his died not too long after. So he had a
Mm.
lot of loss.
Mm.
And then, of course, when your career is in an upswing, like you're literally like you outside, you getting money, like your trajectory is going like this. And then you kind of have to stop and recalibrate because you have 3 kids you have to take care of. Like he talked a lot about that. And he was like, the label was they was asking like what's up? Like you haven't gone this long without music, and he's like, man, Nick, I'm in the shower crying my eyes out, like trying to get myself together. Like, yeah, it's a really good interview. Very.
I'm gonna go listen to it today.
I think he stopped using drugs. Yeah, he's gotten a lot more closer to God. So that little clip is just a blip, and you could have left it out.
Okay.
But he's been with Ari for like 4 years, and he talked about how solid that relationship is and how she's helped him because he's got a teenage daughter. And he was like, I don't know anything about periods and stuff. Like, I'm really trying to figure this shit out. So he had 8 kids. I was like, oh, no.
I know he had a lot of kids, but I think I heard that he had like 4 or 5 baby mamas.
He does. Yeah. So
I'm gonna listen to that one, that episode, that podcast, and the one with Teyana Taylor. You see,
watch them; they're so good. Angie's doing really good work. I love what the content. It's great.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, don't be telling motherfuckers you cheated and I stayed with your ass. My man could never do that because I ain't fucking staying.
Right. Exactly.
Gotta go. Got to go.
Sometimes men, they just don't be like, I don't know if they don't have no tact or it's like y'all just live to put y'all damn toes all the way down your throat.
It ain't just your foot. It's the whole femur, everything, just everything. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, watch it. I'm curious of your thoughts after you watch it.
Okay. Well, my thoughts on I really wanted to no, I can't say that. I know I want to talk about it next week. This woman in Ocala, Florida, who was shot through the door by her white neighbor. I honestly, y'all, this was another moment where I just decided that I wasn't ready to listen, hear it, watch it, see it. And so I don't even know the lady's name. Rest in peace to whoever she is.
Jacky something.
But yeah, I just wasn't in a place to listen to it this week. I did hear that they finally did arrest the white neighbor. I did see a clip of the police chief having a conference yesterday or day before talking about, well, we have to determine was it what's the wording he used? I don't know, some type of wording that basically would have justified, and you can't justify shooting somebody through the door. You have to know what to
stand your ground. Is that what he's trying to say?
Maybe that was what it was. I can't. It's some type of something aggressive or something. It's like she's the white lady is the aggressor. She's shooting through the door, and it's like the whole shooting through the door thing. Now is that something that we're going to see that's going to become commonplace? Like I don't get that. I don't even know how anybody would have any type of defense when you're shooting somebody through a door. That just doesn't make sense to me.
I'm doing my makeup while we're doing this.
Do your thing, friend.
Okay. Don't be saying we need a makeup tutorial, y'all, because I don't be doing no. Okay. We're multitasking. That's it. This is not content. We are multitasking right now.
So yeah, I'll probably want to talk about it next week once I actually take the time to sit down and listen to the story. But another one of those, another sad thing that I saw last week, whatever week it was. I don't know what the days are. They all run together.
Everything blending together, friend.
Yeah. Jacky Oh, DC Young Fly's girlfriend, passed away after having cosmetic surgery, a mommy makeover in a hotel by herself.
I had a lot of moments. Just kind of quiet moments, like when I had just woken up, when I was using the bathroom, and I was just sitting there thinking, and I'm like, you send your lady off.
I can't hear you, friend.
You send your lady off to go get this surgery. She hugging and kissing her kids, families watching the kids, and then you go and have this procedure, and then you pass away. And just I know DC is sick to his stomach. I like those poor children, little kids too,
the youngest one isn't even 1 year old yet.
Probably
so he's not even going to remember his mom. He's not even going to remember her. It's really sad. It's a very sad situation. So
what is the city of Atlanta doing? Isn't that
happening in Atlanta?
Or no, aren't they based in Atlanta?
Oh, they may be, but she was in Miami having this surgery. She passed away in Miami, I believe it was.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were trying to say, oh, well, why was she by herself? But you can't even, they don't even let people have a surgery without somebody being with them. But whoever was with her, they could have went to get something to eat or, I mean, you just never know. It's just a sad situation all the way
Like,
around.
I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Was there like an overdose on meds that caused the like, was that like, what kind of complications is a 32-year-old woman who probably said she's done having kids?
Mm-hmm.
Like what complications were there? Help me understand.
I don't know. They only thing they said so far is that she had been texting people earlier in the day and she was fine. She didn't say anything was wrong. She didn't feel weird or anything. So I don't know. I know everybody's gonna be looking to hear like what exactly happened, which is unfortunate for like DC Young Fly and her family because they gotta kind of keep reliving the moment. And then it's like, she is, I guess, a public figure somewhat, but to them, she's the girlfriend, she's the daughter. They don't really want everybody knowing all her business like that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about celebrity life. Is like everybody wants to have access to you.
Speaking of, what you think about that Jamie Foxx stuff? Do you think it's time for them to start saying something or no?
I think that the reason that they're not saying something is because it is more detrimental than they want people to believe. Because I saw a report about that the stroke. I saw a report that he had a stroke and it left him partially paralyzed and blind.
Yeah.
And I don't know that people come back from blindness after a stroke. I know there's some diseases and illnesses that you can contract that do cause temporary blindness.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird too because he played Ray and he played a blind person. But I think that the reason that the family or his daughter has been she's been putting out a lot of statements like even since it happened is because they're trying to, I don't want to say cover up, but I think they just don't want people to know how bad it is. And I think that it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think that it's pretty bad.
But there's some celebrities that's like our family. Jamie Foxx being one of those.
Yeah, I would agree.
I want to know what's going on.
I want to know too, friend, but we're not entitled to that.
We're not. We're not. But I think that there's too many conflicting reports. There is a movie that's coming out. Him and Will Ferrell are voicing.
They've already moved on. They said that they used a body double for him. It's the movie that he was doing and Cameron Diaz is in it.
No, this is a movie where him and Will Ferrell are it's a live action doggy movie and they're voicing animals. There's been like no press, no nothing.
Well, I know that there's a movie that he actually was currently like on set filming with Cameron Diaz.
And I don't know. She came out of retirement to do this.
Say again?
She came out of retirement from acting to do this with him.
Oh, Cameron Diaz has retired?
She retired.
I didn't know that. I like her.
Yeah, she ran off, got her husband and had that baby and was like, see ya, made my money. So she came out of retirement for this. So I know she's like, fuck this. I'm going right on back.
Yeah. Well, I guess she's probably going to finish the movie because that I did hear that they used a body double or stunt double or something, but I don't know how they're going to write him out of the rest of the movie. Like if Jamie was doing well enough, I feel like we would have seen a picture of him or a video of him, or he would have, posted something on his own, but none of that has happened. And it could just be because a stroke is a pretty, severe thing to happen. So he may just be focused on his healing. But I think, like you said, just because of the conflicting reports, it just leads me to believe that, the stroke was pretty bad and he probably has suffered some severe deficits from it. So,
yeah. It just makes me sad. A stroke, and he's in his 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he's, not old enough. Mm-hmm. But like, damn, like this is somebody that was like at one point in time training to play Mike Tyson. Like and
that's what I was wondering is how physically active he is. That's always something that I wonder.
To me.
Well, yeah, you can look thin, but if you don't work out, you're not really in shape. You're just thin. Right. You don't exercise, if you don't get your heart pumping, which is why I decided this week now. I said on Monday, was it Monday or Sunday? I said on Monday I was going to start walking 1.5 miles a day or so. Mm-hmm. And I did it on Monday. I ain't do nothing yesterday, and then it got too late and it started raining. But I'm going to try to get out here today just because I need to do a better job of getting more physical activity in. Since I've been getting my silk presses, I ain't really been into the gym because I like her to last. Yeah. So best wishes to Jacky Oh family and Jamie Foxx and
Yeah.
Best wishes to Ari too, because that's traumatic. What MoneyBagg Yo shared with everybody. Best wishes to you, my
love. Yeah. It's count your blessings and hug your people tight. Really, honestly, truly, and MoneyBagg Yo and Art. Excuse me, please stop licking. Thank you.
Mama is after her son, y'all. What did you do with Luigi while you were in New York?
That's all I keep hearing. He licking his toy. Hey, sir. Thank you. I use the WAG app.
Okay, what's that?
So it's kind of like Uber like can someone come watch my dog? But this young lady named Krissa, who actually lives in my same neighborhood, volunteered to look after him. And so basically she just came over every day to look after she looked after both of them because, Vinny doesn't really need care like that. But she was wonderful, sent me pictures, was incredibly let me know, the status throughout the day. And then she, at the end of it all, she was like, Luigi's wonderful. Vinny was so sweet too. She was like, I live close by. So if you ever, need me to watch your pets again, let me know. And she was like, I'm going to miss them.
Aww.
So now I have like a designated person I can go to.
Okay.
I had to pay, but it was the same
price. Did you use the WAG app before?
I have, but I had a day trip to New York. So I just needed someone to look after him throughout the day. And it was like $70.
Okay.
They walk him, feed him, and I make sure he's all set up so they don't have much to do.
So like if you use her again, would you just like call her up and ask her to do it and like not do it through the app? Is it cheaper that way?
It could be, but I'll just request her through the app, and I'll let her say if she wanted. Like, if you want me to hit you up outside, and
the reason I asked that is because when I would need things done at my Airbnb property, and I would use this app, like I might pay. Let's say I pay the app $100. The person that's doing the work actually may not only get $65. So if they're okay with doing a job for $65 and I pay them $65, I've cut out the extra $35. So that's why I asked.
And they get everything.
They get so yeah, I guess the last thing, we're gonna have a quick episode today, you guys. But one thing I just wanted to mention was the graduation shooting yesterday that happened in my hometown, Richmond, Virginia. So the high schools in Richmond City and in the counties or in Henrico County, they use like if you went to Henrico County, you graduate at the VCU Siegel Center, which is like the what is it, like the auditorium or like the sports arena for VCU College. The city schools use the Altria Theater, and one of the high schools, Hugenot High School, was having their graduation yesterday. As they were letting out, 2 people opened fire. One of the graduates and his father were both killed. I just don't understand. I literally just don't understand this whole thing with the guns. I just don't get it.
Were they targeted?
I don't know, child. My mama been sending me the updates, but I just have to. I realize like when stuff like this happens, or like the lady that was killed in Ocala, Florida, I have to brace myself before I really read what's going on. I have to mentally prepare myself because, again, they always black. They always look like us, and I don't want to keep infesting my mind with us getting killed, and us getting shot, and us getting murdered, and us getting hurt, and us getting treated unfairly. So I have to brace myself for stuff like that. But what's surprising is because when my mama called me, my mom is supposed to be going to a graduation at the Siegel Center tomorrow. I'm like, girl, skip that. You ain't got to go.
You better send a card.
You better. Okay.
Send
she
a
said
card.
She already did. I don't even understand what you want to be down there for. It's gonna be nonsense down there now that this didn't happen. But surprisingly, when she's like, oh yeah, I'm listening to it now, and I was like, it's probably something. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what I said. Say whatever you want. Okay, what I said was, for what? It's probably some weird white kid that did it. She's like, no, it's 2 black people
that shot up after the graduation.
That shot the graduation up.
And do we have a motive? Have they been arrested? Anything?
They haven't. They were arrested immediately. They were taken into custody immediately. I guess they didn't get very far. Motive, I haven't heard anything.
I'm just not built for jail. So So I'm just not about to do shit that's gonna get me sent to jail. Like, why do motherfuckers want to go to jail? You know, you do something illegal and hurt somebody, you in there. You ain't never getting out.
This girl said, I'm not built for jail.
I'm not built for jail. Eating slop every day. No.
Yeah.
Reading 40 laws of power and shit so the days can go by. I don't think so. Yeah. What is that about? That's sad.
Okay, here's some of it. It says that 19-year-old Amari Pollard has been charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. He was arraigned this morning. It was also confirmed that the 2 victims who died were 18-year-old Sean Jackson and 36-year-old Lorenzo Smith, father and son. Jackson received his high school diploma, moments before he was shot. 5 other victims sustained non-life-threatening injuries. 4 other males, ages 14, 42, 55, and 58 were among those injured but expected to be okay. Jesus. Police said that the shooting was targeted and Jackson and Pollard knew each other. They had a ongoing dispute that had lasted for about a year. They have not determined at this time if it is gang related. Schools are going to be closed. Were closed today. And the remaining graduations have been postponed. So now, can't nobody else even walk the stage.
And this is after COVID, when there were a class of kids, 3 classes of kids who didn't get to, and now we can't walk because you wanted to shoot up what the fuck is wrong with people?
I can't imagine pushing my child all the way through their young adult education. And then you can't even get to hear their name called and watch them walk across the stage. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. It's too much, y'all. It is too much.
That's really 18 years old or 19 years old.
Yeah. So I yesterday they were saying that 2 people were taken into custody. I don't know if that means the second person was released, but they are not included in this article. And this article is straight from the area. This isn't like CNN or anything. This was the local news. So yeah. So you beefing with somebody for a year and then you decide to go shoot up graduation. Did you think that you were gonna get away with it, or did you not care?
Both.
And now that you've killed the child and his daddy, now what?
Now what? You feel better?
What?
You gonna feel better in prison? You gonna have to, because that's where you're going, dummy.
So yeah. So that's all. Rest in peace to the father and son that were killed. That's all I got for today, friend.
I have one last thing.
Okay.
Because I thought this was kind of funny. Chika, she is a rapper.
Oh girl, Lord have mercy.
And she'd always just be going awry for her on social media. And she likes to say I'm a victim and y'all be talking about me being dark skinned and fat and blah, 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 blah. She'd be, woe is me. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, God don't like ugly and he ain't too fond of cute. And she was on a plane and I think she was in first class or in, she was in a nice, portion of the plane. And there were some children on the plane. And one of the babies started crying. And we all remember that man going viral for having a meltdown on the flight because there was a baby that was crying for 40 minutes.
So is the baby.
Like that, I mean, crying for 40 minutes is egregious, right? So get little Jimmy under control. But also when you're on a plane,
ain't go Jimmy. Now why am I in it?
Right now, why am I in it?
Oh my gosh!
Babies cry, and sometimes babies be on the airplane, and sometimes babies cry on the airplane. You got to deal with it. Get you some headphones, tune it out. My ass be tuning it out. I be sleep. Okay,
I be trying to sleep, but they be loud.
Soon as I get on the plane, I am done. Toast, nodding all the way off. Well, I guess she decided she wanted to get on Twitter and talk about this woman and these babies that are crying and, what the fuck, blah, 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 blah. This is ridiculous. And just actually saying some dumbass shit, thinking that would nobody, the lady wasn't going to see it, wasn't going to make a connection, know who she was, nothing. Well, God said, I got something for your ass. I'm about sick of you, Chika. I'm getting sick of your ass. And the baby she was talking about is it Zonnique? Is it her? It wasn't her daughter?
It was her daughter and her niece.
Yeah. And so the woman,
or her cousin, I don't know her, but her daughter was one of the kids.
Sure. Was one of the babies.
Yeah.
So the woman gets wind of the story that Chika's telling, and she's like, "Oh, bitch, that was me. That was me that you were talking about."
She thought she was safe running her mouth on Twitter
about some random.
She is exactly what my grandma would say when she would say, "Everything that enter your mind don't gotta exit your lips." And so you didn't actually verbally say it, but you tweeted it, and it wasn't even so much that the person she was talking about found out that she was talking about them. It's what she said.
She was saying
like what she said was really vile and nasty. And I agree with you. Like, she always try to play the victim. Oh, it's because I'm dark skinned. Oh, it's because I'm fat. No, it's because you keep running your mouth and you actually a really horrible person. Like, your character just sucks. That's all it is. And it's like, if you're going to say it, you already said it. Stand on it or apologize. But don't try to make excuses and like throw blame because you got caught.
And, like I said, God don't like ugly. And that's why Zonnique Pullins, who's Tiny's daughter, T.I.'s stepdaughter, said, "Oh, FYI, that's my niece and my daughter that you're talking about." So Chika thought she was just talking some shit about some black lady and her kids on the plane, and that turned out to be fucking T.I. and Tiny's daughter's daughter. Like, so now it's this whole thing that you thought was really stupid and trivial has turned into a huge thing. And now your ass, done got kicked off the Twitter. Don't know you getting cussed out.
She got kicked off of Twitter?
I don't know if she got kicked out, kicked off, but she deactivated.
She probably feel like it because she's probably quiet now, which is what she should have did then.
I mean, and T.I. knows a lot of people. Chika's a rapper like that. She fucked up. You got the right one with me, bitch. That's that's what that lady in Zonnique said. "Oh, you got the right one today."
Right.
Thought you was just gonna be talking about some lady and her kids. Actually,
yeah.
We all
crazy how stuff we be talking about be coming back full circle, because we had a whole episode talking about that.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Crazy shit. So, Chika, shut the fuck up, girl. Be quiet. Like, you be like, people just complain about everything. They're always complaining.
Girl.
They're always complaining.
That's why I really stay these days. I stay away from Instagram, because if you want to see, they're going to be arguing about the sky pretty soon. They're going to be arguing about the sky and if it's blue or is it really a hue of violet. I'm telling you, they argue about the simplest things over every single thing. Is something wrong? Somebody's offended. And then it's like, oh God, it's just I stay away from Instagram, honestly. I can't do it.
Chika, like, so if I would do something, if I was like disobedient to my mom and then I like bump my head or stub my toe, my mom would be like, "See, God did that. He got you." I think God was like, hemmed her up by your shirt. Let me tell you something, Chika. So I bet you she'll think twice about what she tweet now. Just be quiet.
It just reminded me, I'm going to close out my part of the episode with this. I did see this posted on Instagram and I saved it because I just thought it was like something that because we don't be having this issue, but the internet needs to be reminded of from time to time. Because everybody likes, especially on your place on Twitter, they like to get on there with think pieces, using words that they found in Webster's that don't even actually go together. The subject and the verb don't match. The tense don't match. None of that matches. Everyone you dislike is not a narcissist. Every unpleasant experience is not trauma. Having needs does not make you codependent. Disagreement is not gaslighting. Conflict is not abuse. Taking offense is not being triggered. Everything does not need to be normalized. And the last one, speaking like an HR memo is not self-awareness. I will be reading that from time to time on the episode because people be needing to be reminded. Yep.
Valid points. Very, very valid points. I'm going to take that with me.
Well, as you guys can see, the end of our makeup tutorial is here. Indeed. She's giving, as she always does, a look.
Something light.
Serving face, never declines. So that's all I got, friend. I know you got a lunch meeting, work thing to get to. I enjoyed this episode with you, though.
I know it was a cute little quick catch up. You know, we had our episode last week was really long, so you know, balance.
Okay, yeah.
Balance. What are your plans this week? Anything exciting?
No, just probably start packing up some more stuff. That's the only thing I got planned.
All right. I'm
trying to get my walk in, do my mile or mile and a half, and see how that goes.
I will definitely be back in the gym this week because I was eating all of the things. I am going to this. It's called Vegan Dale Fest. So I think it's just like a festival that, you know, highlights like all the vegan like offerings in Chicago. And Rick Ross is headlining.
Oh, really?
Yes, random AF. I'm going though.
You very random because I know he ain't vegan and they mad at Rick down this way talking about Rick Cosho and they left trash all in the Kroger parking lot, which don't have nothing to do with him, but child, you know, whatever.
Right. So yeah, I'm about to go see him get up there and on the stage. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Remember, and Rick Ross liked my Instagram picture, so I'm gonna go support.
I hate you, Pascha.
He did. Rich Forever liked it.
Well, y'all, I think that's it for us. Thank y'all for tuning in as usual. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It was always Joy.
I'm the Mahogany Crayon.
And with that, I see y'all next week. Bye.